Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. The voice is getting slightly better. Yes, it's heavily lubed up again, ladies, for the start of this video. Heaven help me, I'm on the monster today. So I can use it in short bursts, but sadly I'm still not ready to return to podcasts yet. The voice simply can't hold out for that long. I blew it all last Friday. Absolutely blew the whole thing on Friday, on Friday Night Tights. So all the scheduled podcasts that I've got, all been pushed to next week. So I'm on the road to recovery, but it's going slightly slower than I hoped or anticipated. But hey, such is the beast. Now then, let's get on to the topic for today's video. Netflix. They're at it again. And when I say they're at it again, I'm really beginning... Obviously, we've just had all the cuties business, okay? And it left a real bad taste in my mouth. It left a bitter taste in a lot of people's mouths. A lot of people cancelled their Netflix. Me personally, I didn't. You might ask why. My reason is my 76-year-old mother uses it, and she lives on her own, and she swears by it. It keeps her company. And it's opened up, a whole bunch of new things for her to view. So I can't take that away from her, regardless of how I feel. However, they have a new film coming out today, Enola Holmes, who is the sister, I put it in inverted commas, we'll get to it in a moment, of Sherlock Holmes. And it's a movie about her own little adventure. Now, as he takes a sip, as a self-contained or as a rule of thumb, the concept to me is quite appealing. I like it when somebody takes a spin on a classic and we just see how it turns out. Young Indiana Jones, stuff like that. It's always interesting when you just try something a little bit different, okay? And I like murder mysteries. I like mysteries in general. I loved the Sherlock Holmes series, films, whichever sort of format they come out in, regardless of how many times I've read the books or seen iterations of the certain stories that they're telling. I'm always fascinated on the take of that creator, director, the time period in which it's set in. I thought Elementary, for example, which took Sherlock Holmes, put him in a contemporary setting and moved him to New York. I thought Elementary was really good. Lucy Liu played Holmes. And it just worked because the idea and the concept that they had was very strong. So Enola Holmes, as a rule of thumb, would appeal to me. But Netflix seemed to be just a really bitter, cynical organization at the moment, or the people who are in their marketing department need sacking. And I don't usually call for this, but they need clearing out because they're not doing the company any favors whatsoever. In actual fact, they're doing what a lot of political formats are doing nowadays, which is trying to cause division. And causing division is the most stupid thing that you can possibly do when you have a product to sell. God, it felt good to shout again. Trying to alienate or piss off a portion of your potential audience is the dumbest, stupidest thing that you could possibly do. So I opened up Enola Holmes, and this is how they want to initially sell it. We're going to go to something even better in a moment. Enola Holmes, her mother, vanished. Her brothers, Sherlock and Mycroft, useless. No. The reason why I inverted commas Enola Holmes as Sherlock's sister is she wasn't created by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. She was a creator of Nancy Springer or something in 2006 for a series of YA stories, which ran until about 2010. So the character is only 14 years old. That's it. We have had 100+ years almost of Sherlock Holmes. Beloved Sherlock Holmes. People know what he's like. They know what the character's like. A lot more people will also be aware of Mycroft Holmes' brother and their relationship and their butting of heads, etc. So to dismiss them and call them useless, to elevate another character, is pathetic. It's pathetic. I've got nothing wrong, or I don't have any problem with Enola being the star of her own show. It makes sense. But to try and belittle amazing characters like Sherlock and Mycroft to elevate her is ridiculous. Put them on another case. Have them doing something completely different. Maybe even have them doing a little bit of helping from the shadows. But to dismiss them in this way, because this is what people are reading to sell this show. Oh, should I watch Enola Holmes? Oh, I like Sherlock Holmes. Oh, it's Henry Cavill. I love Henry Cavill. What is he? Oh, he's useless. He's useless. The man is useless to elevate the woman. Where have we had this constantly? To solve this mystery, she'll go it alone. The game is afoot. Fine, nothing wrong with her going it alone and doing her own thing. But stop trying to tear other people down to elevate. Let's get rid of this. Let's bring on the stupid. Let's bring in the clowns now. Send in the clowns. They're already here. So Netflix have, and this is their own words here, inspired by Sherlock's sister, newly created sister in 2006, Enola Holmes, we installed statues in cities around the UK celebrating the real life sisters of famous figures whose prestigious achievements have been overshadowed in the history books by their more widely known brothers. And look, they've put these statues of a freaking Karen with her hands on her hips, with a look of a bulldog licking piss off a thistle, staring at the patriarchy, stealing my thunder. And they're all the same, by the way. They're all the same model, just with a different bottom to the skirt or dress or whatever. Ridiculous. Now then, one of these is even funnier. They've got this one here, Princess Helena Victoria, sister of King Edward VII. Great, she did something. Wow. Did her brother hold her back? No, likely not. It was the way of the royal succession. Marianne Mozart. Oh, Mozart. Well, he was just all right, wasn't he? It wasn't as he's a musical genius or anything like that. She often received top billing, but as she grew older, cultural pressures made it impossible for her to continue her career. Context? More? No. Okay. Generalization? Fine. It's not as if Mozart himself went on to achieve much, was it? Fucking hell. More and more. However, there is an absolutely amazing one where they do themselves in. They get so woke, they completely cock up. This one. Francis Dickens was a talented pianist and singer who studied at the Royal Academy of Music under a former pupil of Beethoven. Wow, how incredibly fortunate she is already. She's a talented pianist and a singer, and she's studying over a former pupil of Ludwig von Beethoven. Again, an absolute genius in music, who today still revered and will be revered for centuries after we've all gone. But there's more. Frances was so gifted, the Dickens family prioritized her education over Charles's, as they could only afford school fees for one child. Wait a minute. You just said that you were putting up these real life sisters whose prestigious achievements have been overshadowed in the history books by their more widely known brother. However, Frances Dickens had all the advantage. She had all the advantage here. She had the payment, which they could, her parents could only do for one child. She was studying under a former pupil of Beethoven. Charles didn't get any of that. No. So Charles, off his own back, off his own talent, off his own writing, became the incredible megastar that we still know again today, and once more will be known for hundreds more years after we've long gone. Overshadowed, she was the one that had all the privilege. She was the one that had all the advantages. You went so stupidly woke, you can't even keep your own story straight, in as much as who had the advantage over whom. But this is what happens when you come up with shitty marketing like this. Belittling marketing. Let's have the woman try and put the man down. It's pathetic, Netflix. You think you're going to gain people by this? No. God in heaven. Clear out the marketing department. Clear out these absolute morons who could have taken something which looked fun, which could have been a great little family movie for others to just sit down and enjoy, and might, for all intents and purposes, actually be that. But the very fact that you want to market it as an anti-male, anti-patriarchal, just shows how pathetic you are. Let people have their escapism. Let them have their little different stories and try and unite instead of divide people. Enola Holmes, she's the teenage sister of Sherlock, world-renowned, world's greatest detective. But even when he is busy solving mysteries and murders around the globe, she gets involved in her own little desires and wonders. A great film for the whole family, starring Stranger Things gal and Superman. But no, men bad, patriarch bad, sisters, they're doing it for themselves. Fuck off. There you go. I've waffled on for long enough and the voice needs a rest. Sip. Hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and YouTube for live streaming. Links, they're in the description box down below, and I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.